going on, guys? So I picked up a bottle of toaster grease. First of all, thank you so much for supporting my product. I hope you enjoy it. Today I'm going to show you how to apply it on your Honda Element or any other vehicle that has any exterior plastics that are fading or just need a good touch up. All right, first and foremost is prep. So when you prep these plastics, you really don't need to do much. This product is supposed to do all of the cleaning and all the hard work for you. So these panels, all you really want to do is get, like, if there's cakey mud and junk all over them. Otherwise, if they're a little bit nasty, don't even clean them, just put on your toaster grease. Another thing you want to keep in mind is you want to try to do this for optimum performance. Is you want to do this in the shade and not in direct sunlight. You also want to make sure that the plastics do not get wet for, at minimum, the first 12 to 24 or so hours. That'll allow the oil to actually soak in, because this product actually absorbs into the plastic, sort of like a root system in a tree or a plant. The oil soaks into the plastics and actually treats the plastic that way, instead of leaving, like a coating on the plastic that temporarily makes it look better. With that said, if your plastics are really destroyed, it could take several applications of this to fully soak in to where it stops absorbing oil and actually looks fine. You can actually order this large bottle, and this will give you several applications on a full plastic style body element. Once your plastics are completely dry and clean, if you do have to clean them, only use just water. Don't use any soap, or do definitely not use any harsh chemicals like Purple Power. These products do not mix, and it will create a very strange chemical reaction and look awful. All right, so in the package you have your toaster grease bottle, this rag, and a glove. I don't really wear gloves when I'm doing anything because I'm just that way, but it's there if you don't want to get the smelliness and the oiliness all over your hands. What you don't want to do with a rag is you want to fold it up into some kind of padded situation. All right, once you've gotten that little nice wad going, you just want to put a very small amount on the plastics. That was actually a lot, but that's about as much as you need to put on there, and it'll go a long way. All right, you see how dry our plastics are, that they're creating this sun banding right here? This is going to fix it. So once we've gotten a little bit of grease on our plastics, all you gotta do is put it on there. Just put the rag on with the oil on the rag and spread it around. See how much better that looks already? Now you want to try to avoid getting this on your paint. It'll leave kind of a waxy-like coating. If you get a little bit on there, not a big deal. Just take a dry portion of the rag and wipe it off. Look at that, looks awesome. Just get a little bit more on your rag as needed. You won't use much out of the bottle at all. This works for gray plastics, blue plastics, black plastics, and any other plastics that you may have on your vehicle. This will work on the mud flaps as well. All right, I'm breaking the rules a little bit right now and doing this in the direct sunlight. Nasty roof. See, these are taking a little bit extra, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit more on. This is likely to happen because these are directly on top of the roof and exposed to the most sunlight. If it looks a little bit splotchy because you put too much on and it's not taking it all in immediately, just take the rag and just rub it around until it evenly spreads out. All right, a couple quick things before we end the video. This is safe to use on the interior plastics. However, use it at your own risk, as the toaster grease rag is spontaneously combustible when it gets extremely hot. The only way this is ever going to happen is if you leave this rag in your car to dry with direct sunlight going through the windows for hours. Then it may melt the rag if it is completely saturated in toaster grease. However, that is extremely unlikely. However, do use it at your own risk. Once you are done, dispose this rag in a cool, dry area, and there's nothing to worry about. You can use toaster grease on the door handles on the exterior roof panels, the roof rack caps, the mirrors, the little piece behind that the mirror mounts to. You can use this on your mud flaps. You can use this on all exterior plastic paneling that is plastic. You can use this on the windshield trim. You can use these on the top half of your running boards. If it's plastic, put toaster grease on it. Give the toaster grease about a couple of days to make sure that it is looking like it should, and if it needs a second coat, go ahead and put a second coating on. The more coatings that you do apply to your element or any vehicle that you have, the better it will continue to look for a longer amount of time. Thanks guys, enjoy.